Hey folks, so I'm approaching my 3-month anniversary on Twitch, and I thought I'd make a quick update video. Now, a couple of months ago I said, look, me streaming is not really something I can do, but I got convinced by quite a few people that said, hey man, come on, you gotta try this. So I spoke to my wife, because in the previous video I said we do share this study. It's actually, we both work from home at the moment. This is where we work. This is where everything happens from 8 until 5 in the afternoon. And she said to me, look, all right, let's work out a schedule. And that's why I got a proper schedule. And then we'll get to schedules. So started streaming around the 15th, 18th of November. And I've been incredibly fortunate. And I thought, let me make a quick video on this journey. Now, one of the things my university professor, especially when I was doing my master's degree, taught me was research everything properly. And I cannot tell you how amazing a lesson that was that I got 10, 12 years ago from the university, to research everything properly. You've got to do it if you want to do something properly. Well, I'm using the word properly a lot. So I'm going to be quoting some stats here. And most of the stats comes from this site. Wrong one. So that's Twitch tracker, and that's obviously my Twitch channel. And this tells you exactly what's happening, but you can also go to the main page and it'll tell you who the top streamers are, who's getting the most views, who's the average views, etc., etc. Okay, all right. So most of the stuff I'm going to be quoting here is roughly coming from here. Now, a lot of people are saying, hey, I want to start streaming. What should I do? And I want to say to them, quit. Don't even start. It's a rough journey. All right, jokes aside. You got to look at the numbers. You have 6 million active users on Twitch, all right? And you think that's a hell of a lot. And no, it's not. LinkedIn, the professional services social network, whatever you want to call it, has 46 million active users. Facebook is in the billions. And Twitch has 6 million. So you think, okay, but there's still 6 million people watching. There can't be that many streamers. There are actually 9.8 million active streamers. Well, define active. If you've ever streamed once or twice, they'll put you in. But if you do the math, there's 0.6 viewer for every streamer. And that's why there's so many channels that have 0 or 1 or 2 viewers, because there is just not enough people to consume all the content that's being published. And for you to be able to make a difference there is huge. Now, like I showed you on the Twitch tracker, if you want to go and have a look and actually verify it, if you stream for roughly 10 people per stream, you're in the top 1.5% of Twitch. It's ridiculous. I couldn't believe it, because that's kind of where I am. I've grown to about that 10 consistent average viewers per stream. And it says I'm in the 1.5%. If you're streaming for 15 people or more, you're in the top 1% of Twitch. That's insane. It is insane. So one of the things I wanted to cover is YouTube versus Twitch. When I'm not showing all my other open tabs. All right. And why do I want to bring up YouTube versus Twitch? So every channel that you'll watch that says to you, hey, how do you grow on Twitch? Says you got to go onto other social media. You got to be on Instagram. You got to be on YouTube. Start a YouTube channel, etc. My personal experience, and this is very much me. This is fail. Middle-aged guy, as you can see, I'm kind of gray here, but I've learned some life lessons, is fuck YouTube. All of that advice is so wrong or has not worked in my case. Basically, I started Falcon Gaming on YouTube in April 2019, and as I put in the update video about a month ago, I have 108 users on YouTube in total. I have almost the same amount of followers on Twitch. I grew my Twitch channel quicker in 3 months than I did in 2 years on YouTube. And you're going to say, but the content's not appealing, etc. It's the same content. It is game replays. It is talking about games. It is doing some how-tos, etc. on games. YouTube is so saturated that unless you've got a complete gimmick, you don't make it there. Twitch was easier for me, and I'll explain why. Now, monetization. That's the second thing, YouTube versus Twitch. YouTube only allows you to monetize once you have 4,000, where's my camera? 4,000 hours of view time and 1,000 subscribers. That is difficult to get unless you've got some meme viral thing going, etc. Getting 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of content out there, viewable content, is difficult. So my thoughts is Twitch. Twitch is a pimp. Devin Nash did a whole big thing on how much Twitch takes of revenue. Getting Twitch affiliate, where you can actually start making money, is far easier. I made Twitch affiliate in 10 days, and that was 3 days because it was over a weekend, so call it a week. And it was actually easy, but the way I did it, and I'll explain to you in a second, was I reached this numbers, I think it was on a Saturday, during one of my Saturday streams, and the Monday I got the message that says, hey, congratulations, you're a Twitch affiliate. So call it 7, 8 days, but 10 days for the actual activation and stuff to happen. Okay, cool. So within 10 days, I could actually start making money. Not a lot of money, and that's not what I'm doing it for. I make a good enough living. I work for a corporate bank. I have a fairly large house with 1,700 square meter property. I do okay. My kid goes to a private school, etc. So this isn't one of those, I'm living in a 50 square meter flat, and I need this to help me pay the rent. And that's why you'll never see a donate or, hey, supported via this or something button on my Twitch channel. I do it for its fun. And we'll talk about it because my family's been through COVID, and I think streamers have an important part to play during this entire pandemic. Okay, but let's get back to the technicalities. All right. So if you want to start streaming, I'm going to make a couple of notes here. Right. Now that we've gone past that technical difficulties, here's the thing. You got to have a plan. If you're going to game, what game? And don't tell me League of Legends or Fortnite because it's so popular. If somebody is doing that browse button on Twitch, and there's people with thousands to hundreds of viewers, and you are George with 2 viewers, of which one is a test account, they're going to have to scroll through like 17 pages before they get to you. Your discoverability is nothing. Pick a medium community, especially if you are known in the community. In my case, World of Warships. I had a clan. I put it on Discord. Hey guys, I want to start streaming, etc. You guys have been asking for this. Can you help support, etc.? And it has been tremendous. And I immediately had 5 to 6 viewers. A lot of the clan just hit that, follow button that you need so badly. Time time. I see some, in my case, World of Warships streamers come on at the oddest times. You know, look at your demographic. If you are in the States and you are streaming from 4 a.m. until 8 a.m., you might catch some of the European crowd or so on. But otherwise, look at the times. I'm GMT plus 2, so I can catch pretty much the GMT from Europe as it starts moving through till GMT plus 4, plus 5. And I stream for only 3 hours at a time. Sometimes it goes up to 4 hours if the crowd is good, chat's going, the game's going good. I'll stretch it because it's entertaining and it gives me a lot of energy. And I catch that after dinner crowd. People go and sit by the laptop, people go and sit by the computer, and they want to, okay, all right, there's put on Twitch, and they play their own games, and they watch you, and they interact with you, and they just want to relax. So that is exactly where mine is. Plan your time. Do you want to catch the lunch hour crowd, whatever, you know? Then, we've mentioned this before, play with others. If you have a clan or a guild or whatever the game is, invite them to play with you in the beginning. There is nothing worse. And I've been fortunate that I've almost never had it. When that little viewer count says 0, you've got nobody to play with. You've got nobody to talk to. And the stream is just silent. People are going to come in, they see you sitting there playing, and they're just going to go, okay, well, this is boring as fuck. Thankfully for me, I've always got part of my clan to play with in World of Warships. So there's always chatter happening. So somebody will come into the chat view, say hello, and immediately myself and the people on Discord greet him. And he goes, oh, okay, all right, so it's an interactive plot. And you're like, yeah, no, what's up? So not difficult to get started, but you got to know. Now, couple of things you need to start. I apparently keep hitting the F11 button to put it full screen. It's highly fucking annoying. All right. So a couple of things. My recommendation is you need a decent PC. You don't need a separate streamer PC like some of the big guys, and then they stream to 200 people on a fucking PC that can actually run the game and OBS altogether. You just need a decent PC. It's not hard. It's not a lot. If you put your bitrate to 4,500, and even if you put your output to 720, the experience is perfectly fine. My good friend Gamephrase plays on an Xbox through a laptop, 720p, 60 frames per second, and his streams look perfectly fine. You don't need to stream at 1080p. Twitch can't even handle it. And now they apparently allow partners to stream at 1440p. Who the hell watches at 1440p? Anyway, people will always say, buy the best camera you can afford. Get fucked. Your picture is so small that by the time people look at the picture, but they're looking at the game, unless you're doing it just chatting like this, where you're zooming in, or you have thousands to drop. I know, for example, Tim the Tatman was saying last night he uses a G7 DSLR. That's a $400 and $500 camera just to stream. Great. I know Dr. Disrespect, I think he still uses a couple of Logitech Brios, the 4K little webcams, and his stream looks phenomenal. Ninja, he uses some 4K little camera. Those things are thousands of dollars, and he's got 3 of them. But he's one of the top streamers. You know, he probably got them sponsored or something like that. 720p, if you're going to put it in a tiny little window, it's going to be perfectly fine. What you need, in my opinion, and what I've found, is good lights. Good lights make a difference. It makes you look warm. You can change the look. This one, for example, I can go dark. I can change the intensity. I can change the thing from a lovely orange until a blue hue. You can play around. and these things aren't cheap. This ring light was the equivalent of $20, maybe $30. And it's changed the entire way. And I've messed with the settings now. So I need to get it brighter. There we go. All right. So now I look like a human being again. It's cheap. Get good lights. If I can see your face half the time, yeah, I can see it. That's perfectly fine. The one thing you need to invest in is a good, decent microphone. And I think Elgato has one for $50 USB mic, which is brilliant. This is some N-Ski unit, which was about $80. Don't use your headset mic. This, hello, air traffic control. This is Bravo 20. That'll put people off, because a lot of people like me. I'll tell you my work day. I start at 8, and I easily sit through 3 or 4 meetings, and I have Twitch in the corner. And now I'm attending the meeting, so I turn Twitch's sound lower or off. The moment sound irritates your ears, you want to turn it off, because it's easy to do. I'm paying attention to the meeting, but I'm also paying attention to Twitch to an extent. You know, sometimes when the meeting is important, and it's not just some risk committee meeting or something where I've got actually very zero input, well, have a look at stream. Okay, this is happening. You know, it's the same as when you read WhatsApps on your phone in a meeting, etc. But audio will turn people off way quicker than bad video, than a bad cam. Have a cam. I browse through certain streams and I don't see a face camera. I want to interact with a person. I want to see, how does that person look? Their facial expressions. Are they surprised? Are they happy? Are they excited? Are they asleep on the couch? And I'll tell you this little tale. So I bought Warhammer 40k a while back, and I played through Inquisitor Martyr. So it's a drop down like Diablo. And I came into one guy's thing and he was playing it, and there was only about 2 or 3 people playing the game on Twitch at that stage, but I wanted to have something to look at. What did I buy? Because it was on Steam sale. No video cam. So I say hi in chat, and immediately the static mic comes through. Hello. Yes, this is very good game. I'm like, fuck no. All right, close the stream. Another example. Mass Effect Andromeda came out, I think, about 2017. It was a total failure. Then they patched it and support dropped for it. I think they patched it for about 6 months and they gave up on it. Came on Steam sale now, but a couple of months ago. So I bought it. And I wanted to see again, hey, can you stream this? Is there a view? And I went through and nobody was streaming except one person. So I thought, hey, let me support the one person. Man, I clicked on that channel. Holy fuck. Excuse my language, but this guy was streaming through Xbox. He was sitting on his couch. You couldn't see his face. It looked like a dark room. And all you could see was his 2 feet. Literally, all you could see was his 2 feet. I'm not into fetish streams. So I kind of closed it and went. Now that person wonders, but why is nobody watching? You're the cause of it. Research. Look at what people want. Okay. Then, what you don't need. This is what, again, I found. You don't need a Go XLR. I would appreciate a Go XLR Mini so I can control my Discord volumes, etc. But you don't need the full-blown Go XLR. You don't need an Elgato Stream Deck. There's actually Deckboard, an app that I use on my phone, which does a bunch of the transitions, etc. It's a nice to have, but it's hundreds of dollars. Why do you want to spend that when you don't need it? Ashkansh, one of my favorite streamers, I would probably rate him number 1, the guy I enjoy watching the most. He's got, I think, 2 or 3 transitions. That's it. But his content is great. You know, so fancy overlays. My overlay isn't fancy. It's light blue. It aligns with the logo, etc. And that's it. There's not a lot of animations or anything, but it's pleasing to the eye. Arskanch, again, doesn't use any overlays. Look at XQC. XQC has almost nothing, and he's one of the most popular streamers out there. And it's so this is kind of what you don't need. Now, the thing is, why do people come to streams? And kind of this has been my experience. And it's a contentious topic. Almost forgot that fourth one. Why do you go to somebody's stream? Why do you go to Shroud's stream? I think Devin Nash, in a video on YouTube about 3 months ago, when that whole XQC stream sniping controversy hit, summed it up the best. And he said Shroud was genetically engineered in a lab in Area 51 and then released to be the best gamer in the world. Shroud's entertainment and setup is pretty good, but Shroud wants to be the best gamer. When you go and view Shroud and he's not fucking around in Rust, you want to see how he plays the game, his plays, his tactics, etc. Ashkanch for me at World of Warships, why do I watch him? He is arguably the best CV player I know. I know there might be one or two better than him, but he explains it incredibly well. So he's good at the game. Why? Well, I need to add a fifth. It wants to go to the next page, so we'll discuss that just now. Or it's entertaining. Why do people enjoy watching Harris Heller, Natty, those guys? It's entertaining. They're just sitting, just chatting, but it's entertaining. If they've got something, or the you'll constantly see it on the front page of Twitch, the DJ streams. And there's the chickies, and that's all pre-recorded for 3 hours, and they turning the knobs, and the Oak's turning the knobs, taking off his earphone, putting his earphone back on, turning the knobs. You're fucking not adjusting jack shit. That thing was pre-recorded days or weeks before. You're just trying to look busy, you know. But it's entertaining. Why is Dr. Disrespect so popular? He's a fucking terrible gamer. I'm sorry. He's bad. I love him to bits for his entertainment value, but he's bad. When he plays with Z Laner, you see just how he gets carried. And it doesn't mean no disrespect to him, but he's entertaining. And that's why his channel is so good. His green screen and his transition work, and we'll discuss green screens in a bit. His green screen work is phenomenal. His green screen work is phenomenal. It's the best. It is. I've never seen anybody like that. You know. So that's entertaining. Then, and I want to bring this picture up that was on Discord. Where did I paste it? And I want to drag Discord over here. And the meme was, hey, I'm a streamer. If you like my content, please subscribe. You're not there for the content. You're there for the content. Anyway, so yeah, there's a lot of those that just chattings, or there's one or two particular World of Warships streamers which I've come across, and these people are fucking clueless. But she's got those assets pressed up, and I don't mean fem, you're phenomenal, you've got cats, that's why I follow you. There's a couple others. And what's this grey line, and they're playing a tier 7 ship? What's this grey line when I put my torpedoes out? That's your aim assist. You should know that by now. But they're fucking clueless. But hey, man, they got the boobies out. It's... Anyway, that's a topic for a whole different thing. If it works for them, it works for them. I'm just jealous I don't have pair. Then, why do people come? And this is an artificial one which you actually don't need to fall into the trap. Don't fall into the trap. It's running giveaways. Again, a couple of World of Warships contributors, they have streams and they're hundreds of viewers, but they're giving away 3-4 big prizes per stream. Some of it is codes sponsored by World of Warships. Some of it is expensive ships out of their pockets. If you're going to drop $50 with the giveaways every couple of streams, it's going to eat up your profits. And people aren't there because they actually watch you. People aren't there because they enjoy you. I can say about 200 of an 800 viewer stream is people that are there because they want to enter and win the Massachusetts or win the Tier 7 battleship or win the CC container. They're not there for your content. So that's again artificially boosting. And it's a trap I'm trying very much not to fall into. It's the idea is entertaining, but it's a scary trap. So now some don't. So let's look at don'ts, which I personally find almost revolting or annoying or makes me close streams. Unless you're Shroud eating a Chick-fil-A on your stream, please don't. I was on a large streamer stream the other day and the man was having a salad. And it was, hey chat, how you doing? I fucking close that. I can't stand it. I don't want to hear people chewing when I'm at a table. Why would I want to hear you chew into your $400 mic going through your $400 Go XLR through your $10,000 PC amplified in my really good Corsair earphones? Fuck, please don't do that. Secondly, camera position. Go and look again. If you're a small streamer, go and look again. And again, I'm going to mention Mr. Feet. Feet in the air, nobody's going to watch that. Oh, I'm a streamer. Why am I not growing? Because your fucking positioning is wrong. I've got actually two cameras. The wider screen one here and then a small one that focuses on my face. They're both mounted on the same tripod, standing right next to another tripod with my ring light. Why don't I have it in front of me? I wear glasses. The moment a light is in front of me, it glares. It's distracting. You don't want to see that ring light distracting my glasses. Put it to the side. Look at what the better or the better positioning is. And I'm going to give you 4 examples, and it's again 4 big streamers. Actually, let's make it 5. XQC, he's got it slightly at a 45. Shroud, down, slightly at a 45. You can almost see his room. I think he uses a Sony A4000 or something now. Really, really nice camera, and it's pretty solid. Tim the Tatman, slightly down. You can catch his entire room, his face, etc. Summit 1G, it's on his side. You can see his room layout. You can see his face. You can see his expressions. Dr. Lupo, again, slightly on the side. A lot of these people don't have it from the front because from the front is incredibly, for me, almost distracting. You want to kind of see where the person lives. That brings me to the other thing. Green screens. We touched on green screens earlier. For a while, I thought about getting a green screen, and then I looked at it a bit more. None of your top streamers use a green screen. They have dedicated little spots set up. If you don't want to use a green screen and you're streaming from your room, what's her name? Pokimane. Go and look. She streams from a bedroom. Bed's made. Room is really neat, and it's actually pleasant to watch. I've found badly set up green screens. They artifact, they distract. I despise it. It's like the fucking most common thing for World of Warship streamers to put their little icon there, cover the other thing with a CC badge, and then the moment they turn their head, you see this artifacting as the green screen fucks shit up. Then they make the mistake of wearing a Lacoste golf shirt with a little green crocodile, and then it looks like they got a hole in their chest. Stop the green screens. Make your bed. Be proud of where you live. A green screen says to me, you're not proud of where you live, and you don't want to share it with the world. Very personal feeling, but again. Let's correct the spelling mistake there. Then, thing that I'm not part of is Stream Team. Jeez, I see Cogs or something, or Band of Beards and whatever. When was the last time you went to a popular streamer and actually clicked and see part of which stream team they were? I'm waiting. Yeah. Might make you feel like part of a community, but is it adding value? Is it adding value? Being in a stream team. I think I've watched whose stream team 2 people are in the last 9 months on Twitch. Then, 2 important things I want to discuss, which has worked great for me. Collaborations with other streamers. So, I don't want to be bound to World of Warships, so I started playing Row Company on Sunday evenings with Savage Ninja, Mange, Gameface. The 4 of us, we're collabing, and we throw that out on Twitter, and people bounce between the streams, etc. Watch carefully how the collabs or the plays between top streamers work. For about a month, Rust was the shit. XQC, Radiant, Shroud, etc., and they were all there. Top guys like Dr. Lupo, Summit 1G, etc., all playing Escape from Tarkov together. They boost each other, and the viewer numbers share. And it grows because people want to see, hey, who else is playing this? My feeling again. It is a contentious stuff, and if you don't have somebody to collab, get moving in communities. And I'm not talking the big communities. If you see a small streamer with 5 to 10 people playing Row Company and you want to get into a game with them because you want to grow your stream, start talking in their chat. That led to probably half of my success for 9 months leading up to me, 6 months leading up to me streaming, and still till today. I'm in other smaller streamers' chat all the time. Somebody asks, hey, is the Heisen any good? So the Heisen is a Japanese tier 9 battleship that just got released in World of Warships. And I'll type, don't do this build seems to work well. This is what I found. This is the weakness. This is the strength. And then the moderators start knowing you. The moderators start greeting you when you step in. So I had 6 months plus of that exposure. And then I said, hey guys, you know what? I want to start streaming. Is there any way I can get a shout out? I'm just asking very politely. And I actually whispered it to one of the moderators. Next moment he throws a shout out, tick, 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 tick. And the follows tick up. And from those channels, things grew. My Tuesday night channels, one of the other people that I'm subscribed to and I've donated stuff to and I play clan battles to, he can't stream. His chat's over in my chat. Hey, he's not streaming. We saw you're on, we're here, because it's the same kind of people. It's the same kind of entertainment. So that to me is important. Collab with those people. Then the last thing. Raids. And I think Devin Nash made a very important point. Why don't you ever see big streamers raiding small streamers? Because it's not effective. It's not really effective. I got raided a month ago by Andy the Cupid with 90 plus people. 4 of those people followed me. I don't think I've seen them back in my chat. If a guy with 1,000 viewers raids you, you might get 5 people that follow you. Are you going to see them back? Probably not. They're not there for your content, they're there for his content. Do I raid small streamers? Sometimes. In the week, I think it was Tuesday or something, I was asked, hey, it's this guy's birthday, would you mind raiding him? He's got like 2 viewers, and we punched it up to about 8 or 9 because my crowd decided to stay around. And those were the people already that was after the people that started leaving when I said, guys, I'm shutting down. I'm not raiding. Thursday evening, I raided Askans because I know Askans. I've played with him before. I've played against him. I have great respect for the man. And my crowd enjoys it. And I saw the VOD afterwards. They stayed around because they can learn. But the important thing about a raid is you need to carefully consider it. You're in essence telling your customers, hey, look at my competition shop. Maybe you might like him more than me. Think about that. That is super important. Think about that. And that's why I keep my raids to a minimum. If I raid, it's somebody that's completely different, like Askans. Askans play CV. Most of my crowd dislikes CVs, but I want them to learn. It's also the times we play are very different, so there's a very small risk that I'm going to lose people to him. But I see the World of Warship streamers, they're always raiding each other. It's great, but you're not growing that way because the guys are there. The guys are in excess things because of all the giveaways. They want to constantly try and win. They're not there for the content. So if they come to you and you're not running giveaways, they're not going to stay around. And think about that. You're essentially telling them, hey, here's somebody else's shop. Go to that shop. It might be better than my shop. And I'm going to end it on that. It has been a phenomenal journey. And any of you that watch this, that are a supporter of the channel, I cannot thank you enough. That's one thing I wanted to, before I end it off, my apologies, there's one thing I want to cover. So having gone through COVID in January and not streaming for about 2 weeks because I was half dying and my wife was in ICU, I want to say this to every streamer that possibly watches this. If you are entertaining people, the world is still on lockdown. A lot of areas are still on lockdown. You are that human interaction that the people need. If you're locked in your house 23 hours a day, you can go and walk and go to the shops and come back. And you can't interact with a lot of people. Seeing that person on the screen there, that is your interaction. You are their interaction. And you're important to them. Put out encouraging messages. Don't be toxic. The world needs you. The world needs you to be good at this stage because it's in a fucked up place. And to every streamer that entertains, I take my hat off to you. Thank you. You've kept me sane the last 9 months to a year. You have inspired me to start doing this, and I hope to inspire others to do this. Stay safe out there, everybody. I hope this has been useful. Cheers.